very much your example, because when you're doing a development, when you're doing the production in this case, of a satellite, the highlight is always the delivery. And let's say we are not so far away from the delivery, so we are looking forward to get that done. I think more information perhaps a little bit later from your side. But for sure it's a very exciting day for us, and therefore I would like to compliment, and I like very much your image of the showroom for cars. But here's one difference. You cannot see your car so often. So perhaps today we have one of the last opportunities to show the object or to see the satellite in the clean room. Next time perhaps somewhere in Kourou before it will be integrated and it will be under the fairing. And then that's it, because then we have the infrastructure which we need to provide the data you have mentioned. So just to talk a little bit about Sentinel-2A, 2B, because a lot has been already said. Sentinel-2B will follow Sentinel-2A, launched in June 2015. And I think this is for sure very important because we are now accomplishing the complement of the two satellites, which has a clear advantage for the users. Coming back to that, that means that the revisiting time will go from around 10 days down now to 5 days when Sentinel-2B will be in orbit. And this is very important and essential. However, Sentinel-2 is a special satellite because it's really tailored according to the mission with two aspects with respect to the instrument, the so-called multispectral instrument, which was done by Airbus in Toulouse, and the platform which was done by Airbus in Friedrichshafen. That also shows on the prime activities. It's a European project, but I will come to that a little bit later, because for sure if Airbus is a prime, we have a lot of companies behind us, working for us, working as subcontractors, as suppliers, I would like to say much more as partners to make it happen. When we are talking about it, and I will not go into details because it will come a little bit later, for sure we have here a unique combination of high resolution on one hand side, wide swath, and extended spectral range for the different applications for the usage which is mentioned before. To achieve that, and I would like to take this highlight because it's a one first which we have in, Airbus has designed and built the largest monolithic silicon carbide structure to have a stable background at the end for the optical system. For sure it was built first time for Sentinel-2A and now also applied here for Sentinel-2B, but it's still the biggest silicon carbide structure which has been developed. And there are a lot of other highlights you will hear a little bit later. I think Mr. Aschbach has also mentioned we are talking about a huge amount of data. And here it's also important to point out that besides, let's say, the poor space segment, it's important to have a high data transmission between the satellite and Earth. And you already mentioned subjects according to that. And I would like to give you also a short link that also on Sentinel-2 we have the laser communication terminal, which was developed by TSAT, which allows quasi real-time transmission of the different data of Sentinel-2 using the European data relay satellite to Earth, which is also essential to get not just the amount of data but also the data on time. Before I will come to the end, I would like to give you an overview about the, let's say, industrial landscape. As I mentioned before, it's really a European satellite, and I have to admit it's even an extended European satellite because we have also US companies in for some special products, but we had more than 60 subcontractors to us from 15 different European countries, which shows it's really done in Europe and made for Europe. Which is important from our perspective is that 29 of these subcontractors are small and medium enterprises. So therefore it's really a good mixture between the ones who are really dedicated to space, who are the big companies in space, but also small and medium enterprises who provides their knowledge, their know-how, which is embedded, let's say, in Sentinel-2A and for sure now also in Sentinel-2B. If you take the number of people, for sure not over the full time scale, but we are talking in the peaks of 1,000 people who worked on this project, just to give you a dimension. So we are really looking forward, and I will make it very short, to get more information about the satellite itself in the following presentations, but for sure also to see the satellite. I would not say the last time, but one of the last opportunities, and please enjoy. Thank you very much.